Hi, everyone. Happy Wednesday and happy Halloween. Hi. Hi, guys. Okay, who else is super excited that there's another made collection from the Favori? Happy Halloween. I mean, look at these colors, you guys. I love the Favori. I don't think that's a secret. I just love them. Hi, Alex. Hi, everyone. So, guys, when you get the Favori, you always get like the most gorgeous packaging. It's minimal. It is chic. I see it said paused. Everything's closed out here. So it comes in this precious box. Okay, and oh, you know what I have to see? Hold on. Oh, gotta grab one more thing. And inside the box, okay, you see like this. I did not even like swatch these. This comes up. There's more cards. I mean, if you have any of these collections, you know exactly what I'm talking about. They're just precious. Okay, and these products are so versatile. That's what I love about them so much. But here are the 9. Let me pull you guys out a second, if it lets me. Okay, here are the 9. And they all have the names on the top. Okay, like leaf purple. Okay, you do not have to remove anything from the top of these. They come just like this, which is also awesome. Leaf green. Look at that. And I don't think you can have enough of the Favori. I don't know. I just feel like they always create magic. So leaf berry. And what we're going to go over today is the 5 looks that I just had on that swatch card, and just think about different tools to use these gels, because you can use all kinds of things, guys. Leaf lavender. It's like a pinkish lavender. And then I'll move the box out of the way and you guys can see all the colors together. This is leaf pink. It's like a salmon pink. All right. This is the red. This is leaf red. This is different from the other red that was in version 3. Okay. And then this is leaf khaki. It's a great green. And these gels can provide texture. You can make them softer. There's so many things you can do. You can combine them with your ink. I'll wait till the connection comes back. This is the leaf gray, which is like a taupe. All right. And then leaf olive, which, I mean, look at that pistachio color. How great is that? All right. So enough with the packaging. They're precious. We know it. We love them. We love the Favori. But look. I mean, how cute are these? Okay, so when I usually play with these, I play with a bunch of different tools to get different looks. So that's what we're going to do. Right? You guys know that they're great gels, but let me show you how I achieved these looks. And let's start with like the easiest, which is just kind of an abstract. And we're just going to grab a silicone tool for that. Okay? So have your base color down. You're going to wipe the inhibition layer. And you're just going to have a play with these colors. Okay, you can scoop some out with a silicone tool and simply wipe it on the nail. All right, that's it. Like, you don't have to get fancy. You can smush it, make different textures. You do want a lint-free wipe, right? Just wipe your color off. I'm not even going to cure anything yet. Oh, and one more thing, guys. When you get this collection, you get leaf beige as an additional color. And isn't this an awesome really versatile color. That's what I was looking for earlier. I was like, oh, where's my extra pot? Right, so let's put some leaf beige on there. All right, so you can make it chunky, you can make it thin, however you want. All right. You can leave that texture on there. They are kind of silky smooth. They're not like really stiff peak, but they cure really, really quickly. Okay, let's get some of these other colors on here. And when I cure it, I'll see if there's any questions so far. Let me know which one has been your favorite Favori collection. If you even have the Made gels. All right. This is just a random. All right, abstract. But it would take seconds, okay? Super simple, super easy. Let's grab that olive because it is like such a great color. All right, but you can make this really simple and abstract and cure it and be done, honestly, if you wanted to be. All right, let me see if I missed anything. Any giveaways? I need beautiful color. Which brand? These are all, upside down, the Favori. Okay, so this is the 4th collection of the Made gels. Okay, so the Made gels do come as a collection. Let me show you something really quick. Okay, scoot these in here. This is Made Gels version 1. This is version 2. This is version 3. Okay, this is the Neon collection. And now this is version 4 that we're playing with today. So lots of different colors, lots of different options. All right. So after this is cured, you can just simply overlay it. You could leave it as it is. If we had done a base coat before putting these on, they are no wipe. So you're good to go. All right. You see what I mean? And they dry. When they're cured, they are a little bit in matte. Okay. But super, super simple. If you want to overlay it, use like a mid viscosity gel. You can use your pots that you love. You can use your Jim B, Crazy Tops, etc. This happens to be Devox Enamel Top, which is definitely thicker. All right, just you can leave it textured if you want to, or you can make it nice and even. It's totally up to you. But as you see, there's no really stiff, gritty peaks in this gel. It is definitely creamier texture. All right. And then I believe on the one that I have on the thing, I went in with one of the metal nuance colors, and I'll show you that too. And just added some silver, which is nice and pewter-ish. You can also get a little bit more painterly with these, which is what we're also going to do on the next one. This is more like a color wash, kind of rough. And then we'll make one that's more watercolory, okay? And then some of the 3D textured designs, which are super simple. These types of products, I believe, make our lives easier in creating impressive looking nails without all the steps, without all the fuss. Oh, thanks, Alex. I'm glad you like them. All right. So here is the silver nuance, the Favori. You'll see what I mean. It's a little bit of a pewter silver. I love the depth of this gel. So all I did for this one to finish it off, and I did not top coat again, is grab some of this. Do you see? And added some metal elements. Okay. These gels are thicker. They're not something that I would usually use like a fine liner with, the metal nuance gels. But man, just a little dollop of it on there really packs a punch. All right. And then let's do this overall color wash real quick. So honestly, all you need on the nail for this is your base coat. Okay? You don't need a color. Okay, we're going to use these gels and we're just going to simply drag them. So let's pick up some colors. Let's pick up this like salmon pink. I'm just swiping it on in different places. Okay, some of the greens. I'm wiping my brush on a lint-free wipe because I don't want to contaminate my little pots. Don't make me spend more money because I will. Sorry, you need them. They're great. I am obsessed with the Favori. I'm never disappointed. I don't know. There's just something very special about them. And I'm very thankful Sweetie Nail Supply has them. All right, just plops of color, guys. You see, it's kind of thick. All right, doesn't matter. Just grab some. I'm going all the way over from the side. Grab some green. I don't know why I put my gels to the left. I'm totally right-handed and I need access to them on this side, not over there. All right, and when I cure this, I promise to look again too, because I do tend to just, these things, you can create these looks so quickly, it's hard for me to remember to see if you guys have any questions. So if I missed it, just ask me again, okay? Yes, they are, Jenny, right? They're so great. Color wash is so easy and so great when you have gels like this, okay, that make your life super simple. This is not something we have to do with regular gels. It's just so easy. So all I'm going to do is lightly, or I'm stopping because it's telling me that my connection's bad. I'm not sure about why. I'm just pulling these colors into one another, okay? There's enough on the nail. See how easy that is? I'm just lightly dragging, and it doesn't all have to be in one stroke. I just want it to be more of a overall softer texture. You can always go back and add more color if you want to. But how simple is that? And this nail is completely opaque. Okay, that's all you'd have to do on each nail. We're going to cure it. 60 seconds. The funny thing is I have this up on my other account, and here I'll put my name on here. So you will see lots of reels with this collection. I'm Lauren, Inspo by Nails. Exactly, Jenny. These products save us time. They really do. And they make our life much easier. I did use another metallic on this one, and I'm going to show you how easy that is. All right, so we have our crazy one. We have this one. Completely dry, guys. These dry very, very quickly. Oh, and I meant to pin that. All right, I pinned it. And for this metallic, I used the Nuance Silky, the Antique Beige. Okay, so these are a little softer. I kind of feel like this is a gold. But I love this too. Let me grab Sweetie Nail Supply's new check brush. Have you guys gotten the new brushes? They're incredible. Right, like here's the check brush. It's perfect for making like plaids, etc. But it's also perfect for like some more detailed drags. Guys, do you see that gold? Isn't it pretty? I mean, I'm sorry, antique beige. But to me, it's goldish. It's absolutely beautiful. And so easy. Right? You could do this all over the side. Like, you know, if you wanted to do a frame. Let's see, dragging that onto there. After we cure this, when we put on the top coat, you'll see the difference. All right. So pretty. 60 seconds on that. And that's another thing I appreciate about this brand. These are thicker gels, right? So you can blob them up a little bit if you want to, but they cure completely very quickly. The only thing you have to worry about is if you're working by windows, you could easily cure these while they're sitting out on your table. So be careful, keep them away from light. Honestly, I should be closing my blind a little bit because I don't want to ruin any of my Favori. So the next thing we're going to do is this, which is a more blended look. And all you have to do for that, let's see what we got here, is work the gels even more. Okay, so I don't know what I have going on there, but let me wipe this off. Again, base color. And then you're going to wipe any inhibition layer, okay? All right. So let's use, hold on one second. We can use the same brush we just used for a color wash. You can use like a short application brush. Longer ones I feel like give you too much texture. We want something that's kind of shorter. All right. But let's do this. I'm just dabbing some on, but I'm really pushing it out. Do you see? It's very, very light now. Can you see that? Here, I'll do a little bit more. Let me do some beige. And you can build up layers with this gel. If we cure it, and we'll do that with this one, you can build color on top of one another. All right. But the more I press, the more I make this thin, all right, the more washed out it's going to look. The versatility of that alone is pretty awesome. You see they do blend a bit. All right, so this one is maybe also a color wash, but like super soft. Just by doing little tiny dabs of this color. Wiping some away, adding some here and there. It's going to be a more blended look. I'll also grab that plaid brush. You could use that for this kind of thing. But by pulling some away and making it heavier in other areas, it's going to give you a super soft look. Here, let's put in some of these colors up here. This is all while wet, you guys, so I don't have to cure in between layers. You can get all the nail covered and then go in and cure, and we can darken up some areas, if that makes sense. Okay, I'm just pouncing it onto the nail. That's it. I'm going to go back for some more beige. All right, and we're going to go in with some red. And remember, most of these are called leaf red, leaf beige, leaf olive. Pounce, pounce, pounce. Lightly doing a wash on this nail. Okay. I want to go in with some pink, although I think it's called lilac. Up here. Don't worry if you grab too much, okay? It doesn't matter. Just play with the gels, let them do their thing. Pouncing around here. And if I bring that up close, you can see the different layers of color on top of one another, right? So let's just cure this for right now, and then I'll show you going in with, again, you can build up the color, you can build up the layers. You can even touch it with, you know, my favorite. Ooh, ink, okay? Everybody, if you go on and get the Favori made for, if you do not play with inks, definitely. This one is classic white, all right? It is an excellent white ink. Even if you don't love playing with inks, white ink is your friend, and I'll show you why. For lots of different things. I probably add a white ink to 80% of my nails. probably, depending on what I'm doing. Okay, see, this is totally dry, guys, totally dry. Let's go in and add a little bit more. Here, I'll do some purple. And this time I'm going to use the plaid, the check brush. All right. And I'm just deepening the area. See, just a little tiny bit. So you don't have to use these heavy if that's not your kind of look. But you see what's happening. There's already different layers of the gel on here. So it's kind of feeding into some of those cracks a little bit. You see right there? It's just giving it depth and dimension. There's nothing easier than creating depth using these types of nuanced or textured gels. But the Favori is super creamy, okay? There's all kinds of different texture gels, and they're all very versatile and fun. The Favori is very soft and creamy. And yeah, it's not really fair that they're all so different, but they definitely are. And they're all good for different things. If you need white, that's in a different collection. If you need, like, so when you can, if you want to build up your collection, these are excellent gels, and I think you'd love them. All right. So let's cure this one more time. All right. Then we'll get into the flowers. Am I keeping you guys too long? All right, it's just awesome that you can do different looks very simply with one product. And I'm going to cover this with a base gel real quick because I want to add some ink. And to add my ink, if I was going to blot it out or blur it up a little bit, I would use the clear blender, and I don't, well, I guess I could do it right on top of here. Sometimes I like to put a clear layer because it adds another layer of depth. So let's do that. That is probably what I would do if you saw that on my wall. So I'll do that with you. All right. But this is all ready to go. You could wear it just like this, but with clear over top. You see, it is giving you all that depth. You're not going to lose that because you put on an overlay. You're still going to see it. All right, let's just cure this for a few seconds and I'll show you what I mean with the white ink. I know this live is about these gels, but the Favori inks are amazing. Are you using different brush for each color? I am not. All you have to do is wipe like this or like this. I'm just dabbing the color off on a lint-free wipe, okay? And then I worry about cleaning up my brush afterwards. But no, I am not. But I do want you to think about using different tools with these gels. Use your silicone tools. Use finer tools. We're going to use the new leaf brush to make those flowers in just a second. So pull out your different tools, and I promise you will get different looks with these gels, which is very, very cool and very versatile, and you can find your style just by changing your tools, okay? I'm going to wipe the inhibition layer off of this base and show you what I mean about a white ink. If I want to soften this up anywhere, I would go in with a white ink. The Favori Classic White is excellent, okay? You're not going to be like, where is it? No. Boy, I hope it's in stock. I don't know that it is. But if it's not, go hit notify me when it comes back, because it's a really good white. Although Sweetie Nail Supply does have a lot of good white options, so if you need them, DM me, okay? But let's say we want right here a little bit softer. And right over here, maybe here. All right, I'm going to let that dry for a second. These water inks dry really, really, really quickly, which is another plus. You don't have to wait forever for them to dry. It is already dry. Ignore my blending fluid because it's supposed to be clear, although I've been a bad girl and I don't always wipe off the brush before I put it back in, so mine's gray. But it's a clear blending fluid. All right, and this is the easiest way to soften up Favori inks. You see how that's like a circle? All right, I don't want it to look like a circle, so I'm going to go hit those hard lines with the blender, and all of a sudden, it's not a circle anymore. Okay, it's still on there. I'm just softening up the edges. All right, softening, tap, tap, tap. This is all you need, and this blends it out for us. All right, it's all dry. Very easy to use inks. So, finished. Let's do a top coat on there and call it a day. Well, it's really pretty, guys. Right? This is not going to move my ink. It's not going to drag my ink. They are dry. They are good. These are very easy to use. I get that question a lot. Like, if I'm just starting with inks, what would you suggest? I honestly would suggest the Favori or more gel which is another type of ink that's at Sweetie Nail Supply, because you can easily play with them and get effects very simply, okay? But you see what that did down there. It softened it up over here and on that side. And if I could get in closer for you guys, you would see that ink. More dimension from adding that ink. Okay, let's get into this guy. Okay, looks complicated, right? It's not. Hold on one second. Got extra ones in here. Oh, we never put a top coat on this guy. Sorry. How about that metal? Antique beige. All the Favori nuance metals are really great and fun to play with. The silky ones are just a little softer and a little bit easier to move than the 3 original metals. They're really cool too, but they're thicker, so you can't really do like as fine a line with them. Okay. Again, any questions, you can always ask Sweetie Nail Supply, or you can ask me. I'm Lauren, I'm Inspo by Nails, and I'm happy to help you. All right, those are done. So for this one, I did do a matte base. So let's put some matte on here. I'm going to use May Mode matte because it's right here. Because when I do these 3D flowers, I want it to be done. All right, so matte your color. And then let's get our colors out for the flowers, for the roses, or whatever kind of flower they are. I don't know if they're exactly roses, but they kind of resemble them. Right? So after we do our 3D gels, or do these as 3D flowers, it'll be finished. Okay. So I used the, let's see here. Not that you can break up the set anyway, but I did use the lavender. I used the leaf pink, and I used the leaf red. And then I used these 2 greens. Right, so when I dip in there, I can see what I'm doing. All right. As you guys know, every time I do a live, I say I'm running out of space. I am, because I have it all over. All right. Finish curing that. These 2 are done. And let me pull this up for you guys to see these a little bit better now. All right. 2 different types of looks. And then the abstract. You could even do 3D gel over top of this if you want a lumpy bumpy look, like all kinds of ideas, guys. All right, so we're going to use the leaf. This is a new, it's actually a petal brush. This is a new Sweetie Nail Supply brush. It is precious. It's like a cutie point. It has a belly to it that has bristles. This isn't like a 2-haired brush. And we're going to use that basically for this whole design. Okay. You can get Sweetie Nail Supply's new brushes individually or as the collection. They're excellent. Okay, this is brush number 5. All right, so my nail is matte. We are going to wipe the inhibition layer real quick. And we're going to go in and do a few little roses and flowers. I start with the lightest color, and I'm scooping some up on my leaf brush. Okay? And I am simply going to smush it, not in a perfect circle. I'm just getting some of this color on the nail. That's all we need to do. Okay? While it's wet, I'm wiping, and again, you asked if I was using different brushes. I'm just wiping it off. All right? Going in with the mid color and getting some of that on the nail. All right, this is the leaf pink. All right. And then I'm grabbing some of the leaf red and doing the same thing. Tap, tap, tap. All right. That is basically it. All right. Go back in with the pink if you need to anywhere. If you want to make it thicker. But we're just doing this all while wet. Another really cool thing about these, they don't go anywhere, okay? They're not going to flow. They're not going to move. You could do the whole nail design without having to cure, okay? It's not too bulky. Here are little leaves. I'm dipping my brush into this leaf olive, I believe it's called. Yeah. You see? And I'm just doing a tap, tap. That's it. Let's go into the other one. This is leaf khaki. I'm just tapping it into the nail. That's it. Okay. I am hardly, if you want to press it out more, you can. You can even scoop up both colors. So you have a mixture of a leaf here. Let the texture work for you. Don't worry about it being perfect. Okay, it's one of those kind of optical illusions, right? That, here, let's do another one. That this is a flower just by us having some different textures in there. See? I don't ever want to waste any of these gels, even though you use so little, like they'll last for a very long time. All right. That's it, guys. Not anything difficult. I am not trying to be precise. We don't need to be. All right. We just want some different little bit of textures and different colors of a flower. All right. That's it. See? And then more leaves. We could do some green. We could do some darker green. Oop. Oh, I got a little too much on my brush. They're like little whipped cream flowers is what they're like. Should get some of that darker green too. Let's pretend over here they're coming out from the side. I've got both greens on here now. All right. This, any way you want to do it, guys. Very, very, very easy. Again, nothing's moving anywhere. Okay? It's not going to go anywhere. If you want to do a more rosy type leaf, tap, tap, tap. You know those are kind of thicker. Go ahead and do that. Do you use each color a different brush? I do not. I'm using the same brush. I'm wiping it between colors. Here, let's get this green to make it pop a little bit more too. All right, this is still wet, guys. All right, so if I want to darken this up, let's just add some of the darker green. All right, we can add some shading by just tapping. Maybe this guy needs some of that. All right. Does that make sense? All of these, because it's still wet. If you want to carve out some petals, just wipe, wipe, wipe. This is Sweetie Nail Supplies petal brush number 5. Yeah, sorry, it's over to the right because I'm right-handed, so I usually keep stuff over there. Let's do this one. And remember, flowers do not need to be all in the center, right? You can just have ideas of flowers. Do you see that? That is a mess, guys. That's all that is. Wipe, going in with the middle one. Because it's wet, all right, like little whipped cream flowers. All right, I'm going to go back in with the pink again. The lighter pink. Some red in the center. Maybe some red on the outside of that one. That's it, guys. So then add those little leaves. Again, they don't have to be perfect. I'm basically just tapping it into the nail. I'm using the side of the leaf brush right this second. I'm getting some of this other color. You can mix them. We want a hint of one up here. Want another one over here. Remember, I haven't cured anything, guys. And we're going to do a little poofy one here, because that's how rose leaves are. Tap, tap, tappity tap. All right. I'm curing this, and then this nail is completely done. And I'll tell you what, I will make we've been on here for 45 minutes. I will make a video of this one, unless you guys want to see it right now. I feel bad when these go long, because anyone who's watching them later, it's hard to fast forward through on Instagram. So how about I make a reel of that one, and I will share it. We'll even send it to Sweetie Nail Supplies so you guys don't miss it. Yeah. All right. But yeah, beautiful collection. Now up on Sweetie Nail Supplies website. And if you have questions, okay, thank you. Ask me, guys. I'm Lauren. I'm happy to answer you. Inspo by Nails or Sweetie Nail Supply. They have an amazing customer service team. And we will talk to you guys super soon. Here's the other one. Very, very simple. And you could do these with any of the Made Gel collections, okay? They're all like this. Perfection. Okay. Thanks for joining me today. I hope you guys have fun Halloween plans. If you have littles, I hope they have an amazing evening. And we will talk to you soon. Thanks again, guys. Bye.